Hello there and welcome back to the channel and another Babylon 5 video. In this one we are looking at the Asimov class transport. I also want to continue to apologise for my sporadic uploads on, well, all of my channels at the moment. It's still very hectic at home and I've actually only just been able to dig my way back to my computer, as you can tell from behind me. This room's kind of doubling as a storeroom while the rest of my house is getting done, so getting to my PC has been difficult. But managed to dig a hole and finish off the videos that I started at least. And with that said, please like, share, subscribe, comment down below, and also tell you this video sponsored Relentless Rebels. Linked below. With all that intro out of the way, let's get started on the Babylon 5 human transport, the Asimov class. The Asimov class vessel was a ship in service with the Earth Alliance, mostly for commercial and civilian uses, although some of these vessels were modified by the Psi Corps to be used as sort of free-floating base motherships, which I have done a video on previously and hopefully will remember to link it, and I won't remember to link it, but I'll try and remember. They were in use from at least 2258, where the Asimov, presumably the original prototype, was a frequent visitor to Babylon 5. These vessels could comfortably carry 300 passengers in the areas of the ship which had rotational sections which were able to generate gravity. Others of this class were cargo vessels, typically used for transporting cargo that was required to have gravity for long-haul missions. Not your average just cargo that doesn't matter, like lumps of lead or something, then basically plants and organics that might require gravity in order to not spoil and increase their duration. Pushed to maximum capacity, the ship can carry up to 2,000 passengers, plus 150 crew, although it would be under extremely cramped conditions and would test the vessel's life support systems. They are typically unarmed, but are capable of being armed with up to 4 light pulse cannons. These are anti-starfighter weapons and nothing more than a defensive measure. The ship carries no independent jump drive, but does have pretty decent sublight engines, and of course can utilize all the jump gates dotted around the galaxy, but in and of itself can't generate its own independent jump points. It doesn't carry fighters, but does carry numerous small shuttles and other support craft, such as work drones, things of that nature for maintenance. But generally speaking, these are not military ships, are not used for military purposes, again, except for the ones modified by the Psi Corps, and as a result, typically are only used by civilians and not directly by Earth Force itself, although they will occasionally be requisitioned. And that's pretty much it. There weren't many of these ships often seen in the show, but they were pretty cool to see. A big sort of baseball in space bobbing along. Fairly cool, which doesn't in any way lead me into my sponsor, Relentless Rebels, who we'll get to right now because there isn't much more to say about this ship and Relentless Rebels. They are an online seller of Viking-style jewellery. They are linked in the description below. This is actually one of their things, and genuinely it is a coincidence I happen to be wearing it because I was wearing it earlier, obviously. Go to their website. If you like what you see when you get to checkout, use the promo code NERD20, all in capitals, and you'll get a 20% discount on anything that you want to buy. They have free worldwide shipping, and a lot of their stuff is pretty damn cool. I bought quite a few things from them, including presents for other people. So there we go. Relentless Rebels and my video on the Asimov class. Sorry, there isn't much more on this ship, because realistically it's not a massively fleshed out vessel. We only give it one shot of the inside of it, although it does have a pretty cool image of the sort of through the porthole in the side of the ship of the sort of the vessel rotating around in space, which, you know, would probably knock you sick, let's face it. It's like the worst kind of seasickness you can possibly get. Anyway, it feels very unnatural for gravity to be outwards rather than downwards to me. But there we go, whatever works, right? Who wants all that pesky, you know, muscle degradation, loss of bone mass, smaller erections and all that kind of stuff. Where was I? Right. Asimov class, Babylon 5. Great series. Very underrated. If you've not watched it, I don't understand why you'd be watching a video about it, but if you haven't, go watch it. There are 5 seasons plus a couple of spin-offs, which are all very good except for Legend of the Rangers. That's not good. Might do a video on that. It's not good. I mean, really bad, actually. And I don't think it has an Asimov class transport in it, neither. With all that said, if you made it to the end of the video, thank you for watching, and bye-bye.